Hi, this is Dr. Chen from UI354, and I'm here to welcome you to Spring 2009. I look forward to working with you guys this semester. Couple of things that I just wanted to highlight to you as you run along over here. I've tried to make design the website to be as intuitive as much as possible. So you'll see start here, week 1 all the way to week 4. I'm gonna open up week 5 onwards once I kind of polish up a couple of rough edges over there. But basically, for the next 4 weeks, we should be set up. Now, I would really encourage you to click on the Keys to Success book because it has some really useful information to help you orient to the course. Definitely study the syllabus because when you do the quiz for this week, which all quizzes and assignments are going to be due on Thursdays, 11:55 p.m., except for finals week. That has I think it's stuff is going to be due on a Wednesday during finals week, but really for the rest of the time here in this course, most of everything is going to be due on Thursday. So like for this week, for example, if you go to week 1, your quiz and your reflection, they're both going to be due on this Thursday at 11:55. Now you'll notice that each week has a similar setup, and at the end of every quarter, you have your quarterly assignment for you to submit. If you click on instructions for every week, so let's say I were to click on instructions week 1 right here, you'll see a quick video of me basically giving you an overview of stuff that we will be discussing this week. For this particular week, I'm basically going to be giving you an overview about the general purpose of this course. You'll see objectives over here that basically explains what are the specific objectives and what are the assignments that will be used to assess these objectives. And what I want you to pay really close attention to is what to do, your to-do list over here. So like for week 1, you should read the Keys to Success book. You should read the syllabus, review the example written assignments for the quarterly and reflection assignments, complete the quiz for week 1, complete the reflection for week 1, and then complete question 1 for the first quarterly assignment. And the first quarterly assignment materials can be found under week 4. Typically, I stuff all of that under the week where that assignment is due. And then just remember that all weekly assignments are due on each corresponding Thursday. And if you look at the instructions for week 2, it's basically designed very similarly, except it's tailored to chapter 2. So these are the course objectives, and this is your to-do list for week 2. Couple of other things that I want to bring to your attention to is in the your quizzes are going to be timed. They're about 20 minutes, and you have about 15 multiple choice questions for this week. A lot of it is going to be based on how well you know the syllabus. And there's going to be a reflection each week, and these reflections are designed to help you think about what you've been reading this week and to see how it might apply to you. If you click on reflection, you basically have 2 choices. And actually, I'm gonna switch this to student mode so you guys see, so I can see what you guys see. Switch role to student. Okay, so if you click on reflection week 1, this is the prompt for it. And this week, basically, your job is to describe one thing that you hope to learn to get out of this course and why achieving this goal might be important to you. And this is the grading rubric for the reflection. And if you click on edit submission, you could either type in your responses over here, or you could record yourself. So if you click on that little red button, you could make a recording that is not longer than 3 minutes in order to respond to the question prompt. So different ways of demonstrating your reflection over here, so you can pick whichever one that you feel like is going to best demonstrate your understanding of the content. Now the other thing that I want to highlight to you is let's take a look at the first quarterly assignment. So these are the question prompts and the videos. Notice that we basically have one question prompt for each week. This is for week 1, this is for chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3. you'll notice that we have a pretty elaborate grading rubric over here. What it is essentially is that I'm taking the same grading rubric and applying it to every question. So for question number 1, for example, I will grade you based on did not fulfill criteria, partially fulfilled criteria, or fulfilled the criteria, on whether you answered the main points, if you elaborated each main point in the full paragraph, if you answered the questions promptly in the direct manner, if you incorporated detailed and comprehensive coverage, if you included one personal or concrete example, if you paraphrase the content enough to know that you're not just repeating the content word for word. And I basically repeat that same grading rubric for question 2, question 3, and question 4. So I hope the size of that grading rubric doesn't scare you off, but that's basically one of the systematic ways in which I can apply the same grading rubric for each question. My recommendation is that you work on each question as you run along each week. So work on the first question for the first quarterly assignment for week 1, and then work on the second question for week 2, third question for week 3, and by the time you come to week 4, all you gotta do is just complete the fourth question and complete the quizzes and the reflections as well. And that's basically all the important nuts and bolts that I feel like you should know as you go ahead and study this course. I've taken quite a bit of time trying to design this to make it as optimally efficient and understandable as much as possible and helpful for you and me. And I hope you'll enjoy this course as much as I do. Just let me know if you have questions as we run along.